This is the D-Lo Show, and I am your host, Ryan D-Lo Delosier, and we are here today on the D-Lo Show podcast. And what I've been doing is I've been going through and covering the murder of Linda Lee Madison that happened in 1975, February 5th. So if you haven't yet, this one's going to be a bonus episode. So if you haven't yet, I encourage you, please go back, listen to the previous episodes. I've covered a lot of stuff in those previous episodes. I have a listing of them right here. So that starts with the first one being the morning of February 5th. And that just talks about the day that the murder happened. A girl named Linda talks about a girl named Linda. The investigation begins, covers the beginning part of the investigation, and then the potato and the rifle. If you know or don't know, the murderer, when he killed Linda, he used a rifle and he put a potato over the muzzle of it right there. Shot through the potato. So, and there was potato on the wall, so just listen to the episode, you'll hear about it. The letters and the lie, there were a lot of letters, and so today I am actually going to go through some of those letters that were in the file that I received from the Yakima Superior Court when they sent me a bunch of just information regarding this file. So handwritten notes. I'll put them up if you're watching this. If you're listening to it, great. That's kind of how I consume a lot of my podcasts. That's why I'm doing this. One of the main reasons is because I enjoy podcasts, so I thought that I could contribute some content out there as well too, and kind of feed back to those of you who may be like me, who want to just cannot get enough podcasts. So there was that was a little sidebar right there. But yes, the letters and the lie, and then the next episode is the letters, the lie, and the stand, which is more about letters, the lie, and then when Joe Brooks took the stand, a door left open, echoes of a verdict, reflections and legacy, and then I also had I've done one bonus episode so far. There was letters regarding parole, so that was the most recent episode. I released that on August 8th, 2025. And so when you get this one, that will be definitely over a week ago. But in that one, there was a letter written from Joe to the prosecuting attorney, and also a letter from the owner of the home, my grandma, Arlene Martin, to the prosecutor, and the prosecutor's response to that as well. So as to what those were. So prosecutor at the time was Jeff Sullivan. And so he did a good job and responded to those. So I wanted to go through just some of the things right here. So the bonus material, things that I want to cover today on the D-Lo Show, some of the bonus material. Again, I got a lot of this stuff, but then we're going to go back to some of the letters. So let's just take a look right here at some of these letters. So the first one I'm going to go into is letters from Tina Brooks, who later became Tina Jenkins. And Tina Brooks, from my understanding, she is Joe's sister. So, and there's a lot of these in the file. So I received quite a few letters from that are in here that were written by Tina Jenkins, and then also when she was married later as Tina Brooks. And she moved, she was not living in Yakima anymore. So either she wrote to Joe a lot, and she wrote a lot of letters, or Joe felt it important that he keep these letters. So either way, these letters right here just kind of go through what their relationship was and some of the things that were going on. So this first letter that I have right here is from June 6, 1974, and if you recall, the murder happened on February 5th, 1975. So this is prior to the murder, June 6, 1974. And in the article right here, let's just bring this up to the full screen right here. It says, "Dear Joe, how are you? I hear you haven't got a job. Twin City Foods will be starting up next month. You can work driving trucks or something. If you want to come down and stay for a while, you can stay with us." And again, you can kind of see like some of these are it's kind of hard to read because it is in cursive if you're seeing that, or just take my word for it. But she describes the process for getting to her house right here. So go to Seattle, take I-5, north out of Seattle till Stanwood. There's Cayman's Island, I think is what we're saying right there, exit. Turn off Interstate 5, follow the highway to Stanwood till you come to Stanwood, take the third exit. I mean, I just love how descriptive this is. And the First National Bank, it says, and then First National Bank, turn right and go 2 blocks. And it says it's right next to the Masonic Temple. Greenhouse, upstairs, there's a German Shepherd in front. I mean, it could almost... the whole, or it said it took, and then she says I think she meant to say it took almost the whole paper to write that. And if you still can't find it, then go to the station next to the bank and ask Mark and ask him where Dave and Tina live. I just think that's so funny. Like if he doesn't, this is 1975, so Tina and Dave is Tina's fiance at the time, soon-to-be husband, and they're just so familiar with the area and with the people that are around there. Like, go to the station that's next to the bank, even as part of the instructions. If you can't find our house, pre-cell phones, pre-everything, pre-MapQuest, pre-GPS, all of those things as well too. But go to the bank and ask the guy named Mark. And then again, she says, I hope you will come down, but or write a line and tell me okay. And even if you don't, you better write, okay? I mean, she really wants him to write him a letter. She says, Joyce Brakeman lives down here, whoever that is, and you'll come down before I get married on July 4th. And again, when this was written on June 6th, so July 4th, she's a little bit, about a month before. It's just funny the way she writes. Like, I haven't had mush. It's M-U-S-H, but I think she meant to say much to talk about. And then, but if you come down, I'll tell you it's easier than writing. And just really and you can tell from this letter that she really wants him to visit. She talks about a concert she went to, said it was really good, saw Black Hawk, I think. I'm not sure who that is, but then the other guys went to her Chuck Berry, Alice Cooper, and says it was okay. Seriously? Chuck Berry, Alice Cooper? I already don't like this. We're just kidding. That they don't like him. Well, I guess I'll close. Hope I hear from you soon. Or see ya. Love always, Tina Brooks and Dave Jenkins. So that's kind of one of the first letters. And then Tina writes another one. This is October 3rd, so significantly later. She's been married. I think the marriage was supposed to happen on July 4th. So, Dear Joe, how's things going? Fine. I hope I write, so the address that you gave me, and so she wrote her on here. Again, this is just kind of, it's hard to read, but she's implying that she wrote her address on the letter, and it came back. So I thought I'd put Grandma's address on there, and you might get it. And then she says, I worked a few days at the Clamscape. Yep, not sure what that is, but I got laid off. And then I have to go to the doctor in an hour. Dave's still driving truck. And then she says here, she's kind of exciting. We got a TV now. We're having our stairs fixed, I think is what she's saying. And then she asks, are you still working? And then just so funny how random. So Dave stopped smoking. He hasn't had a cigarette in a long time. He gets down on me because I'm still smoking. But I enjoy smoking. So it'll take me a while. And then going on. Last week has been weird, raining and cloudy. I keep writing you, but you never I never got an answer from you. What's wrong? And wrong is like R-O-N-G. And it says, all right, here we go. I had to move on to the next slide here. And it says, Dave's mom Dave's mom brought more gifts over. We haven't told them that I'm pregnant yet. Dave still thinks his dad will have a heart attack. Which is I think is implying as a joke right there. Regarding she's pregnant, and not that he's just going to have a heart attack later in life. I haven't got no copies. Okay, so yeah, again, I haven't got no copies of the pictures from the wedding yet. So that's why I haven't sent your pictures yet. It will take me a while. I wish you could see the pictures of the party. We didn't get a good one of you because you walked around with a blanket around you all night. It's kind of weird. I mean, that kind of fits, I guess, from what I've heard and stuff. But there isn't no pictures of me at the party. It's like I wasn't even there. So, well, I keep saying this, but after I have a baby, I would like to come and see you. So send a postcard or something. And it says telling what where you're living, I think is where she's saying. So telling me where you're living. I would hate to get down there and you're not around. I got another guinea pig, and I named him Little One because he's really small. Then it says, Dave fixed the baby's room up, motorcycle pictures all over the wall. And Jim Morrison as well, too. If you see Dad, tell him to write, and Tracy, too. Well, I'll let you go, and I hope to hear from you soon. So, Joe's with his dad. Tracy's one of his brothers, and she says, "Love always, your sis, Tina Jenkins." So there we go. There's our answer. Tina is her sister, is Joe's sister, probably older. And then she puts at the end, "P.S. Please write, I miss you." So she writes lots of letters here. This one here is on November 8th, 1974. So the next letter says, "Hello, Joe. How you doing? I still haven't heard from you yet. Why? What have you been doing? Working? Have you found a place yet? We found a neat place out on the island. I'm kind of guessing it's Camano Island from the way it was up there earlier, so I'm not 100% sure. But they want $200 for the first and last month's rent. It's got a fireplace and a bedroom, living room, and overlooks the water and woods all around. The house, it's everybody's dream house. At least mine, but I think the only problem is our rent is paid up until December. I'm going to try to talk him into holding it for us, put some money down on it. If you could see it, you would love it." Dave is trying to fix Dave is trying to fix the rear end of the truck. Have you been to Expo? And so I think there was an Expo in Seattle around this time, where just like a World's Fair. I do believe that's, I don't know. Yeah, have you been to Expo? Yep, I have to go look. But there's probably some Expo. Maybe you know if you were around in 1974, 75. I was not born yet. We haven't had the money to yet, so one of these years. Maybe Dave's parents went. I hope everything is okay with you. And then just like one of the things that she puts on here, if you see this in the video, it says "over" like every time. Like it just reminds me of like the notes that you would write to each other when before. Now we have phones and we do all this stuff. You don't have to tell someone to turn the page over to the next one. So I do get a kick out of that. I should be doing dishes, but F, and she says the word, who likes doing dishes? I mean, it's just funny that that's part of the letter. It's like I should be doing, all of a sudden, just so random. I should be doing dishes, but bam! Who likes doing dishes? Oh, the doctor said that I could have the baby any day now, and just so random. And well, I guess I stopped boring you. Okay, write a few lines. Miss you, love always, Tina Jenkins. P.S. Take care of yourself. Bye, Jay. Or by T, I guess I put on there. All right, so we're getting down here. There's another letter. This one is from January 5th, 1975. Again, from Tina Brooks. This is exactly 1 month before February 5th, 1975. So when the evening of the end of Linda's life. Dear Joe, bet you didn't expect me to write so soon. Well, I wanted you to know what Jessie looked like. So Jessie is her baby, I'm assuming, right here. So, and it looks like Jessie, that way it's spelled. It's in cursive. It kind of looks like an F, but I'm guessing it's a J. So, and he's really cute, growing fast. I wrote you before, but didn't get it mailed off. Dave came down with asthma. I don't know, I guess you just get asthma all of a sudden. We had to take him to the hospital one day on a weekend because the doctor wasn't in and he couldn't breathe. There still isn't any snow here yet, but it's been raining a lot here. And it says we went to a friend's party New Year's night and got in a fight with a biker and got slapped in the face. Over. But it wasn't no big thing. I told him where to get off. haven't seen him since. Besides, he's moving to Darrington. Hope he stays there, whoever that is, the motorcycle guy. So we had some friends over for dinner tonight. Well, I tell you what, you and Linda, or just you, to come down and stay a while. We have an extra room lots of room. So again, this is when Joe and Linda, I imagine this is probably when they might be still together. I don't know when the breakup happened, but it sounded like from some of the stuff previous that it was like 2 to 3 weeks prior, and Joe was still running around, and they told him not to come around the house anymore. And again, this is in previous episodes. So this letter, like Tina is inviting Joe and Linda, or just Joe, over to the house, over there on the west side. And if you think about where we're at, I mean, this is probably a 2 to 3 hour drive nowadays. I don't even know what it was back then. The roads are not quite what they are, or aren't quite what they. Now they're pretty nice. Back then, I don't know if they were as nice. And so anyways, carrying on. So you and Linda, or just you, come down and stay for a while. We have an extra room, lots of room. We will send you some money. Yeah, I mean, again, she wants to send him money to be able to get him to come. She wants to see him so badly. Just wants to see her little brother. So we'll send you some money if you write, and tell me if you do or not. But make it soon, okay? We can't afford to send you the money and not see you. And says hope. So it says here, we had some friends down, Let's see, do or do not. Says, well, sorry to make this short, but I'm excited to hear from you. Love you, us all. Says, please come, you'll have fun. Just things like that on there. So she really wants to see him, really wants to visit with him. And then I have another one right here. And this is dated, so this letter was dated Tuesday the 13th of 1975. And so I'm not really sure when that is or where that is, if it's correct, because it didn't have a month on it. But on this one right here, it just says, it says Tuesday the 13th, 1975. So the last one was a month before. I don't know. We'll just kind of have to guess as to when this one was, but this could have possibly been, I mean, if this was in February, this could have been after the murder, and maybe she doesn't even know yet that he is in jail. So, hi, it's me again. I thought since I haven't heard from you yet, I'd try again. As you know, next month is my birthday, and I'm getting my first car and going to a rock concert in Seattle. I'm all excited about it, too. I hope you get the pictures I sent you. I had a real nice Christmas. That's where I'm at. I think it's supposed to be Christmas on there. It's again, how it's spelled. Yep. Penmanship's nice, but spelling leaves some to be desired. So a lot of nice things we all got. How are you and Linda getting along? Well, yeah, if this is February, that one's a little troubling right there. Anyways, going to a rock concert in Seattle. I'm all excited about it too. I hope you get the pictures I sent you and had a real nice Christmas. A lot of nice things we all got. How are you and Linda getting along? I can't picture her, but I know I've met her before. Is there snow there? It snowed here, but it rained and it's all gone. So again, asking about the weather, but also asking about Linda, and if this is February 13th, then they're not really getting along anymore. You can see right here it says Tuesday the 13th, 1975. It says Dave and I are getting along a little better. Now, a while back, we were fighting back and forth and not getting along. I was thinking about getting a divorce, and what sounds kind of weird, but everything cooled off now, and I hope I promise not to make this long, okay? I wish you would write. Jesse's asleep now, but he'll be waking up in the morning. It's after 12 now, so I should be going to bed. So I won't be too much of a bee the next day. Just so funny, just so blunt about things. I've been having a hard time getting to sleep the last few weeks, and I wish I could tell you, but I'm not sure you want to hear, you want to know. And it says, I hope you can get a job. A lot of bucks too. Mostly the place of your own. That's what I want to a house, not an apartment. I've been living in apartments for a long time. It's a drag. We're getting some new records in the mail. And again, this stuff. Just talking about getting records in the mail. And we got 3 new ones a week ago. It looks like Thorny Winter and I don't know. Yeah, yep. War Child. Well, I guess I better close for now. Hope to see ya. Let's see. We could go da 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 da. It says, "Love you very much, Tina Jenkins." Ah, yes. So this was probably before she was married. This is probably going back, and I think it's at 75. I don't know. Yeah, that's tough to tell on that one when it is. So, but again, P.S. Right back, please. Okay. So those were just some letters that I found interesting that were from Tina Jenkins to Joe. And now I wanted to get into some of these other ones right here. So there's a letter right here. These ones are interesting. So a letter to Linda, a letter from Linda to Joe. And again, this is, I don't think it has a date on it, but this one's from Linda. It says, "Dear babe, thanks for the," and it's just like just things on here you see like up at the top. "I wuff you, W-U-V, I wuff ya, I love you." Yeah, so it's just it kind of shows that she was really having fun in this relationship, and I think he took it a lot more seriously than she was taking it. She was really into having fun and doing stuff. So again, she thanks him for the roses. They were really sweet. That is one of the things that most girls don't get nowadays. I feel really privileged. Sweet fart. Jim puts that down. I wuff you and sweet fart. And then, "Joe, I think you just might be in some kind of trouble because I called Anne and she told me that Tracy and you," so Tracy, I believe, is her brother. "Tracy and you were involved in a robbery at the Green Door. Oh, babe, I hope they won't nail you because you sold them. I don't know if you're in town now or still in Goldendale, but whatever. I still want to see you," I think is what it says. "Have to do homework, so goodbye." And just, the kind of the end of it right there. It says, "Have to do homework now, so goodbye." And it says and then at the end, when she signs it, you can see this here. It says, "With all my love," and then it says Linda. So just some things on there, and then a letter from Joe to Linda right here. And again, that's after they split. This one here will be one after they broke up. So it was after that previous letter. So Linda, since you said you didn't want me anymore, I've been thinking of you all. Again, you can it's kind of unreadable right here. "I know I haven't been getting things done that we both wanted. I sit by the phone and sing that my baby will call. I'm so lonely without you, and I have been really down. Grandma found me crying and asked why I was crying. I said because I don't have a job, and something's not enough. And it's something like some, I can't see what it says. And nothing is working. I really only told her part of it. I really was hurt because I love you, and I couldn't, and now my heart hurts. Remember, we had a fight, and you said that I just thought I loved you." And then there's some intolerant, like in unreadable type stuff right here. And it says, "I got to be with my baby. It's the realest thing that there ever had been. Love, and it's because of you. You are so wonderful and sweet that I love you with all of my heart, and I don't." And it says, "Let's just talk." So a letter that he sent to her after they had broke up. There's more to this here. I think we've got another. It says, "Was hurt because I love you and couldn't." I'm kind of looking through this, see if there's anything that we missed along the line. Oh yeah, so kind of in here, I'll go through this one again. So it says, "Was hurt because I love you and I couldn't hold you when I wanted, Linda, where things were start working out and on holding up ends meet. Where will be the girl I love?" That's what's in my head. I care for you a lot. I can't help it. It takes time to get what we would have wanted. And it says, and again, you got to remember that he's 19, she's a senior in high school, so there are definitely different stages of life. He's no longer in high school, kind of pushing along. So it says, "I can do it myself, and I haven't shown you yet, but just give me a chance to trust me. I'm your man to the heart and will always be yours, nobody else. You have a lot of problems, and so do I." Yeah. But when we're together, everything is beautiful. So that was kind of, so just, the letter that was after they split. So thought I would just take some time to go through those and run through what those letters were. So there, I found them interesting. It's just, it's kind of fun to see. I don't know. It's just interesting to kind of look into and see, what some of their thoughts were at the time. And it is directly from they wrote it down. So letter from Tina Jenkins to Joe, lots of them. And you never saw anything that Joe wrote back, although it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just wasn't sent to me from the Yakima County Superior Court. But I also found it interesting, like the ones right here, just you can just see the difference in how, from Linda to Joe. And then I wonder if this wasn't the beginning of the end right here, when she heard that he was involved in a robbery at the Green Door, whatever the Green Door was at the time. I think it was just some corner store type thing, but was involved in that. And then after that, there's a letter from him that goes over, that is expressing his love for her. So those are some things that I wanted to cover this time. I hope you've been enjoying this. Hope you've been, as I've been uncovering some of the interesting side notes of this as well too, going into it and kind of getting inside the mind of some of those involved as well too, from behind the scenes before the murders happened. So some of those many of those were from before things happened, kind of leading up to February 5th, 1975. So I have some more stuff that I may be releasing, but I'm also looking at doing a future episode on a domestic violence situation that happened here in Yakima. So there was a woman who killed her husband and was not charged because because of the circumstance that led to it. So I'm looking forward to bringing that episode to you as well. Kind of got it together, and that'll be coming out. So stay tuned for that. Looking down the road for a new episode of the D-Lo Show podcast. But in the meantime, enjoy this episode. And I might bring some more bonus material out. We'll see. I've still got a few more things to cover. So I hope you've been enjoying it. If you are, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And then listen. So let me know in the comments if there's something that you want to hear from. I'd like to cover some Yakima murders, some things that are going on in Yakima or that have gone on in Yakima. There's a few of them that I found. Again, that one it's actually like near where I live, but there's also a few unsolved ones around town too as well that I'd like to dig into. There was a guy that got murdered out in West Valley. That his truck was found somewhere else. But it's still unsolved. There's the one that happened just shortly ago at Taco Bell where a kid was shot. I mean, he was I think 21 years old in the Taco Bell drive-thru. So just some of those things that would be interesting to cover. Kind of see what's going on. Dig a little deeper into them, and hopefully get to the bottom of why things happen, and maybe help find some people and help solve some of these issues. So hope you're enjoying it. If you are, once again, like, subscribe, share, all those things. Hope you're having fun.